All right, welcome. I wanted to show you how to import some images and start designing in Canva. So after you create your account, you should find yourself probably at home here. If not, just click home and you'll come into here. What we want to do is we want to start designing. So let's just click create up here. And you can see on the home button, by the way, these are all different things I've created, from resumes to social graphics to a media kit. So let's just click create. And you'll see a whole series of templates here that you can choose from. If we go up to social media, excuse me, and we just want to find something pretty simple. Let's do the 1080 by 1080. That's a real common square, kind of popularized by Instagram many years ago. So if we click on that, it will open up a canvas for us that is 1080 by 1080. And we will see all the things we can, kind of the editing features over here. You'll see that right away it takes you to templates. So a lot of people will just choose a template and start working with that. But I want you to, as design students, learn to do this yourself. So what we'll do to start with is you can just go here under uploads. I'm right over here. And click, instead of upload files, click on the three dots and go to upload a folder. And that way you can upload that entire Vans folder that is kind of the demo for this. So we will go to our desktop. You'll see I'm going to select the folder which has all of the assets in it. Click upload. And yes, we want to upload all 17 files. And you can see the progress right here. So once we upload all these files, I'll show you how to bring a couple of photos over here, how to deal with color, how to deal with shapes, and how to set some text. And then you can start designing your own Vans social graphic if you want, or you can just pick a totally different client and find your own assets for that. So let's click here. I know it says 0 items. Mine says that. It must be just kind of a glitch, but if you click on this, you will see that these are the brand assets that I've gathered for you. You have a black and white logo, a white on black logo in case you want to reverse it, kind of a little sticker that goes on the back of the shoes. I have a couple of shoes from the side, some lifestyle photos, a couple of shoes from front 3/4 view. These are all transparent, meaning I've dropped the backgrounds in Photoshop. So this is a pretty simple process here. Let's just grab one of these photographs from our asset folder and just drag it over. And we can grab the corners. So you have the round corners, and those will enlarge it proportionally. So if we want to enlarge this, maybe to there, we can pull it over. If you like a nice clean file, you can grab these middle bars, these capsule shapes, and this is for cropping. So you can put it right on the edges if you want. I like to do this sometimes just to keep my file kind of clean. And if we want to drop in the shoes, we can grab the shoes. Now notice when you hover over a thing that was already a photograph or a previous photograph, you can replace it. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to drop mine down here. And I'm going to reduce these. We'll put these kind of over top of this, like this. Let's scroll down here. Let's put this white Vans logo down here, down here. We'll reduce that a little bit so you can see what it looks like here. And let's go to, if we go back kind of out of here, you will see that it says you want to upload files kind of back where we were. Let's go over here into tools, and you'll see you can do some drawing in here. You can do text in here. If you X out of this though, and we kind of scroll back up, see how it was down here. You can see it kind of highlighted up here. So if we go up here and go to elements, you can just grab a square, and I'm going to bring the square shape down here. Let's pull this out so that it matches this bottom area. And then if I want to change the color, you'll notice that this control bar comes up right here. So I can edit this shape if I choose to and make it something else. I can change the color. One thing that's also pretty cool in Canva is once you add an object to your canvas, it creates a little color palette from within that. So you can go back and select some of these colors. So I'm going to make this black on the bottom. And so you see here, you can do like stroke style on there. You can round your corners if you want. This is for type. We'll get to that in a little bit. If I click over here on position, I want this to go to the back. So I'm just going to click, I can go down one layer backward or just all the way to the back, and that will put it behind my logo. Now you see why I chose the white logo the way I did. So we'll put this over here. I can reduce this a little bit if I want to. Okay, so now let's put some text on here. I can just click on here and click add a text box. And I can enlarge this. Old school, I'm going to select this. You'll see from some of the demos that I have that this is kind of what Vans does, is they spell it like this just to be kind of on brand. So then I can click on the Canvas Sans, which is the start, and I can scroll through these and find something else that I want. And we'll let you kind of choose what you want that to look like. I can enlarge this, and I can just click on this little button here. Sorry, I was using the quick keys. We'll get into those later. I don't want to give you too much here. So let's put this maybe up here. And I can just grab this corner and enlarge the text too if I want to. So let's go and kind of put this all the way to the edge, kind of like that. And then we'll drop this down. You can also nudge with your arrow keys. Okay, and then with this I can do position as well because I want that to go behind the sneakers. Sorry, the Vans shoes. They probably wouldn't like if I called them sneakers. So here I can just go backward until I get it just behind there instead of going all the way to the back, which would put it behind the photograph. So if I click on this, I have other settings. I can change the color of my text up here. I can pick a different color if I wanted to. If I wanted it to be on brand and I had the hexadecimal color, I could put that in here and I would match the actual Vans brand. They're mostly black and white, but or I can use these colors down here. So I'm just going to keep this white for now. And you can see you can make it bold. You can do some of the other options. You can choose to center it, justify it right or left. You just kind of click through these. You've probably already realized that compared to some of the Adobe programs, which have a lot of features and functions in them, a lot of adjustment capabilities, Canva is kind of watered down from that. But I would argue that it still gives you a lot of function and adjustability, but it really just gives you what maybe the basic things are, which can be a good thing. You can still do advanced settings in here. You can do letter spacing. And you can do line spacing, which we call leading, if you had more than one line in here. And choose where you anchor your text on the box too, if you want it at the bottom or the top, wherever you want that to go. And they do have more settings over here for formatting, text position. They have ligatures, which is kind of nice. Okay, they have transparency here as well. So if I just wanted to drop the transparency of my text and let the photo show through it, I could do that. And they have some other effects and animate. And you can, of course, copy this style if you wanted to bring it somewhere else. Okay, really, I think that that's about where I'm going to stop because this is going to allow you to adjust things, design your own social graphic, and when you're done, we're going to export it. So when you're done and you have everything in here that you want, we'll just go up to Share, which is right up here. And then with the free account, it'll allow you to download a PDF, which is actually all we would want anyway to share on social media. And I just click Download, and then that will download into well, wherever you have your computer going, either to your downloads folder or to your desktop. And then this is what you will show us for critique in class, or once you're done to hand in your final piece. Now, if I go back to home, click on the menu button here and go to home, you will see that this now shows up as one of my designs. It's the old school here. It's must be still building the preview for it, and this was one I did before. This one was one, so if I want to get rid of this, I can just move this one to the trash. This one, it might just be taking a little while. If I click on this, when I come back in here to do some editing or work on it again, you see that everything pops back up, and I can continue to do all of my editing and adjust it. Okay, that should help you, and good luck with your first social graphic. Thank you.